Have you ever gotten a new phone and it just felt off? I'm not talking about a laggy screen or bad battery life. I'm talking about something genuinely unsettling. Well, let me tell you about the weirdest, most unnerving experience of my life, all thanks to a second-hand smartphone. It all started a few months back. My old phone finally gave up the ghost, so I was scrolling through online marketplaces looking for a cheap replacement. I found a great deal on a nearly new flagship model. The seller, a guy named Alex, said he was only selling it because he'd gotten a new one for his birthday. It looked pristine in the photos, so I bought it without a second thought. When the phone arrived, it was perfect. I transferred all my data, installed my apps, and for the first week, everything was normal. I was loving the upgraded camera and the super-fast processor. Then, the first weird thing happened. I was at work, in a meeting, when my friend Sarah texted me. "Dude, what is this?" Attached was a photo. It was a selfie, but it wasn't of me. The photo was taken from a very low angle, looking up at a distorted, grinning face. The lighting was terrible, casting long, creepy shadows. The eyes were wide, almost unnaturally so, and the smile was just wrong. It looked like someone wearing a cheap, rubbery mask. I immediately texted back, "That's not me." "Where did you get that?" she replied. "You just sent it to me." 5 minutes ago, I checked my sent messages. Nothing. There was no record of me sending her anything. I thought it must be some kind of glitch, or maybe Sarah was just messing with me. I told her to delete it and tried to forget about it. But a few days later, it happened again. This time, my mom called me, her voice trembling. "Honey, are you okay? What is that picture you sent?" It was another selfie. Same creepy, distorted face, but this time it was even closer to the camera, so close that the features were warped and stretched. One eye was half closed, as if it was winking at me. My mom was really shaken. Again, I checked my phone. No sent picture. No record of it anywhere. Now I was starting to get worried. This wasn't a prank. Two different people, two different creepy selfies, both claiming I sent them. I ran every virus scan I could find. Nothing. I factory reset the phone, hoping that would wipe whatever was causing this. For about 2 weeks, everything went back to normal. I started to relax, thinking I'd solved the problem. I was wrong. The text started again, but they were getting worse. The face in the selfies was changing. The grin was wider, filled with what looked like too many teeth. The pictures were being sent to more people, my boss, my cousins, even an old college professor I hadn't spoken to in years. The context was always bizarre. My boss got one in the middle of the night. My cousin received one right after she'd posted a happy family photo. It was like the phone knew exactly when to send them for maximum creep factor. I was living in a constant state of anxiety, always waiting for the next angry or confused call. I started turning my phone off at night, but that didn't help. People would get the pictures time-stamped from when the phone was supposed to be powered down. It was impossible. One evening, I was home alone, scrolling through my photo gallery, deleting old pictures. That's when I saw it. Tucked away in a folder I didn't recognize, labeled only with a single dot, were hundreds of photos. They were all selfies of that same horrifying, grinning face. But as I scrolled, I noticed something that made my blood run cold. In the earliest photos, the face was just a blurry shape in a dark room. Then, it slowly came into focus. In some shots, I could see a sliver of the background, a familiar-looking bedspread, a corner of a desk. My bedspread dot my desk. The pictures were being taken inside my apartment. And as I scrolled to the most recent ones, the face was clearer than ever. And behind it, I could see myself, sleeping in my bed, completely unaware. My heart was pounding in my chest. I threw the phone across the room as if it were on fire. This thing, whatever it was, wasn't just in the phone. It was in my home. It was watching me. I spent the rest of the night with the lights on, huddled on my couch, staring at the phone lying on the floor. I didn't sleep a wink. The next morning, I knew I had to get rid of it. But I also needed answers. I decided to contact the original seller, Alex. Finding his contact info from the old marketplace listing was easy. I called him, my hands shaking. When he answered, I didn't even say hello. I just blurted out, "The phone you sold me. It's sending pictures." There was a long silence on the other end. Then, Alex sighed. A heavy, tired sigh. "So, it's still doing it," he said, his voice low and defeated. I was hoping the factory reset would have stopped it for good. He then told me the whole story. The phone had originally belonged to his younger brother, Leo. Leo had been obsessed with photo editing apps, particularly those that used augmented reality to put masks and filters on your face. One day, he downloaded a strange, obscure app from a third-party site. The app was called Mirror Self. It promised to show you your true reflection. After installing it, Leo started acting strange. He became withdrawn and paranoid, always looking over his shoulder. He told Alex that his phone was taking pictures by itself. Pictures of a smiling man who would watch him from inside the screen. Alex didn't believe him, thinking it was just a side effect of stress from school. Then, Leo disappeared. One day he just wasn't in his room. The police investigated, but there were no signs of a break-in, no signs of a struggle. The only thing out of place was his phone, left sitting on his bedside table, screen up. When Alex turned it on, the screen was filled with a close-up selfie of that awful, grinning face. Alex was terrified. He gave the phone to the police, but they couldn't find anything. They saw the picture, but dismissed it as just a weird prank Leo had set up before running away. After the investigation went cold, the police returned the phone to Alex. He tried everything to get rid of the image and the glitch. He wiped it, reset it, even took it to a repair shop, but nothing worked. Every so often, it would send one of those selfies to someone in his contacts. He couldn't bring himself to destroy it, because it was the last thing he had of his brother. So he hid it in a drawer. Eventually, he decided to sell it, foolishly hoping that a new owner and a new network might somehow break the curse. Hearing this, I felt a chill that had nothing to do with the temperature in the room. This wasn't just a haunted phone. It was tied to a missing person, maybe something worse. Alex apologized over and over. He sounded genuinely remorseful. He told me to destroy the phone. Don't sell it. Don't give it away. Just destroy it, he pleaded. And that's exactly what I did. I took the phone out to my driveway. I didn't just break it. I took a hammer to it. I smashed the screen, shattered the casing, and pulverized every single component until it was nothing but a pile of plastic and metal dust. I swept it up, put it in a box, and buried it. It might sound extreme, but after what I'd experienced, I wasn't taking any chances. It's been months since that day. I have a new phone now, bought brand new from a reputable store. There have been no more creepy selfies, no more terrified calls from my mom. Life is back to normal. But sometimes, when I'm taking a selfie or video calling a friend, I'll see a flicker in the screen, a shadow in the corner of my eye. I'll feel a cold dread wash over me, and I can't help but wonder, is it really gone? Or did I just pass the curse on to someone, or something else? So, if you're ever tempted by a second-hand phone that seems too good to be true, maybe think twice. You never know what ghosts might be hiding in the machine. Thanks for listening to my story. Stay safe out there, and maybe double-check your sent messages. You never know who or what might be sending them. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more strange tales. See you next time.